Good morning. Hey, Janelle. Hey, Shush 1961. Woo! Think I'm all set up here. I'm rushing around. How's everybody doing? How are you feeling? I've already had my coffee because 10 o'clock is way too late to wait for that. So I'm doing water now. I can't really see. Okay. Let's see. Who is here with us this morning? Good morning. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Catherine. Good morning, Kayla. I've not seen you before. Good morning, Kate. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Christine. Christine had a birthday this week. Happy belated. Although I did wish you happy birthday on your birthday. Hi, Denise. Hi, Allison. Good morning, Rose. Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Okay. Nicole's feeling defeated. We're going to talk about it. Thank you, Janelle. So last night's channeling was wild. Like it definitely felt different to me than it has before. So and I'm actually okay afterwards. I didn't die, so that's a really good thing. Um, if you didn't catch it live, it's up. It's up in the app now. So we got that. We'll give people a few minutes to pop on here because it's only 10. It's only 2 minutes after 10. Did you like that, Denise? The stuff about the maiden mother crone, I want to dig into that and kind of pull that out and talk about it. Not this morning, obviously, but I thought that was fascinating. So, um, Tiffany says, "I love when you start at 10." I'm glad that I'm doing it at 10 on Fridays so I can see my West Coast friends, even though it's still early over there. Whew. Why don't we start with some smudgies, huh? Some smidgies. This is my first day wearing contacts in a while, and I'm like, my eyes are like, what's happening? I can't see right. Hey, Carla. Hi, Mary Beth. Good morning, Susan. Here's some smudgies for you, Instagram, and some smudgies for you, YouTube, and some smudgies for you, TikTok. There you go. Oh. Good morning, Jennifer. Some smudgies for me. Good morning, Jen. Well, happy new moon in Aries. It was officially this morning at 6:30ish this morning, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, how are we feeling? Um, there's a lot of interesting energy swirling around. But today is the 1st of April, and so I feel like we're all ready to step into some new energy. Even if you're not fully ready, you're ready, right? You're ready to do this. Um, and I think that whatever you need to do to kind of lock yourself into the vibe you want, do so. Be easy with yourself, of course. But we are now, it's the first, so we're 11 days away from the Jupiter and Pisces conjunct Neptune, and that is the beginning of our brand new 12-year cycle. So we're in it now. We're really in it. And I feel like it's safe to say that a lot of us are feeling that. So all the feels this morning. Good morning, Kaylin. So if you're new to Coffee and Magic, welcome. I'm Sarah. I'm here every Monday and Friday morning, 8:30 a.m. on Mondays and 10 a.m. on Fridays. We have a wonderful community, and this morning we're going to talk a little bit about the energy, and then we're going to jump into sensory card pulls to give you a message for your weekend. And how that works is I pick 3 things. You choose which one feels most aligned with you this morning, and then I do 3 separate card pulls. So I don't take questions, but you do get a message. April says, I woke to a nightmare at 5:30 and did a meditation for this moon. It helped me go back to sleep, but I still called out of work. Okay. This is definitely, if you're feeling like, so there's like, okay, what am I talking about? There's a few different things going on, right? When you feel off, it's a great idea to kind of run through this list of questions for yourself when you feel off, because um, sometimes you need to be in that feeling. So ask yourself, like, I feel off. Is this something I need to be in for a minute? Do I need to allow myself to be exactly where I am? Ask your body. Let your body answer you. Do I need to be in this feeling? So before you go and like pull out, all of the support tools to remove you from a funk, ask yourself first if this is something you need to be in. If the answer is, no, you don't need to be in it for right now, meditations are wonderful for that. In the Inner Sanctum app, if you were to do a non-guided moment, I think that often helps because it just shifts the frequency for you while not telling you what to do. Um, Dancing, have a snack, watch something that makes you laugh, like do something that kind of shifts your energy into a different space. But while being aware that sometimes you do need to be in the off energy, because it's in the uncomfortable places that we really find the shifts happening, right? So just like I'm saying, ask yourself and make sure you know exactly what it is your body's needing, your energy is needing at this time, because we don't want to bypass what we're going through by saying like, this is uncomfortable, I need to immediately shift out of this. Just ask yourself the questions first. Jen says, I'm feeling new things taking off like wildfire, but heart centered too. And that sounds like the jam, my friend. It sounds amazing. Congratulations. um, that's awesome. I'm really going to do my best to, I'm going to try to drink this whole thing of water while I'm on this live. Okay. And who is wanting to come out here? It's this one. It's this one. All right, so we're going to do this too. So we've got a collective card coming from the Empath activation deck, and we're actually going to do that first before we do sensory card pulls. So let's see what this is. And this card is going to be, it feels like it's like a new chapter card. So kind of take it, sorry, I feel like I'm still tapped in from last night's channeling. I've got a lot of things happening here this morning. This card pull is going to be for the new energy swirling and for what you're walking into now, with your eyes open and your heart very much open and your heart leading you. So this is what this card is going to be. And then we're going to do the sensory card pull so you can get a more specific message for yourself. Catherine says, I'm feeling things taking off that I've been wanting to have happen, like what I've been working towards is finally gelling. It's the vibe. It is the vibe. And I will just tell you right now that I'm very aware this morning that my energy this morning is not necessarily indicative of the full collective energy. I'm sad this morning. Oh, Jesus. I already did like my under eye concealer. I don't want to fix that, but I'm sad this morning. And I'm able to not project that onto like the collective read. But if you're picking up like that kind of a vibe for me, it's because I'm sad. And there's nothing to be done about that. That's an emotion I need to sit in. I don't need to bypass it, but I'm just very sad this morning. So what are you going to do? Susan says, I had court this morning and there was movement rather than continuing with nothing. So although not what I thought would happen, it's different than what I wanted at the same time. Okay. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks, guys. I mean, I'm not above like just bawling my eyes out on a live video, but I really did just put my new concealer on and I really don't want to I really don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to try my best. Vanity first, guys. Thank you, Spring in Paris. Spring in Paris is saying, "May great things come to you." And I feel that we it's like there's that feeling right now where it's like, especially for me and like what I do every single day and what I tell you guys every single day, it's like I'm not allowed to live my life out of alignment either because I'm constantly telling you guys, like, ask yourself what you want. What do you need? What do you want? What works? What doesn't work? And I have to be like super on my game with that. Otherwise, I'm a hypocrite and I don't want to be that. So sometimes that means really hard decisions and sometimes it means having sadness. But we've been in this game long enough to know that the energy is constantly moving. And sometimes, in order to have exactly what you want, you have to make room. And also, I am going to tell you this because I have been saying this for this whole week, and I'm sure it's annoying my friends. But I keep saying miracles happen every day. And sorry, I feel like I'm really believing that. I feel like miracles do happen every day. And miracles happen in my own growth and growth with my clients and growth with my friends and growth with my lovers and my partners and all of those things. I see that they happen every day. But I can't make other people's miracles happen for them. I can't even make my miracles happen for myself. I can only hold space for them, right? I can only hold space and create space. And in that space is where the miracle has oxygen to appear. And that's why we call it a miracle because you didn't see it coming, right? And I truly believe that. And so, even in the times when it feels hard, I really believe it. So, if you're having a tough day or you're having a tough week, I want you to remember that too, because every day the miracles happen. So, I swear to God, I had tissues in here and I removed them. Oh my God, I'm so irritated about my concealer. Fuck. Fine. I'm so irritated about it. I didn't even feel like I was going to cry on here, but I should have known better because I do this every time. God damn it. All right. I'm sorry, Janine. Janine's like, damn it, I had stopped crying today. I'm so sorry. And like I said, I don't mind the crying, but I just am so irritated about the makeup. It's a filter, Kaylin. It's a filter. The only people who don't have a filter on is YouTube. I guess it still looks okay. Oh my God, can you even believe me today? I'm like, my makeup. It's fine. It's totally going to be one of those days where I'm like doing my hair, putting on my high heels, and vibing because that's what's going on. All right. You ready to get to it? There it is. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right. I can't get mad at this deck necessarily. We don't know each other that way yet, but I feel like I'm going to have an attitude. Okay. So this is a collective pull, like I was saying before I went off on my tangent, from this book, Empath Activation Cards. Listen, I fucking love Jurassic Park, but the dinosaurs, like, you're gonna make me cry again. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's like landmines everywhere. All right. Okay. All right. So again, it's from this one. And it's number 10, Soul Contract. And I don't know why that made me so angry, but I feel like for some reason it's just making me very angry. Somebody's asking me on TikTok if I'm a Cancer. And I will tell you I'm a Cancer rising. So Cancer energy is very much present within me, but I'm also a Scorpio. And I have a lot of Scorpio placements. I'm mostly Scorpio and Sagittarius placements, but my rising is Cancer. So I don't cry all the time, but you know what? Let me rephrase that. I was conditioned in growing up not to cry. And I've only like same thing with cursing. Like don't say fuck and don't cry. That was like my whole thing. Like just trying to hold it all together. And is it's been part of my healing and my spiritual journey to release that program and just allow myself to have my fucking emotions and like say fuck all the time and like let the tears out when they come. So that's been a learning. So it's not fair to say I'm not a person who cries a lot. I'm not a person who has allowed myself to cry a lot. But now I just do what I want, basically. So thanks for being here with me today. All right, are you ready for this one? At a karmic level, there's unfinished business between you and the souls involved in your current dilemma. Look beyond the human interactions, for there is much more to the situation than meets the eye. In spirit form, you make decisions about the arc of your upcoming incarnation. In addition to choosing things like gender, country, and physical appearances, souls often work in families, and decisions are made about who will play which role, such as father, sister, or spouse this time around. You set up the major themes you want to experience, as well as the template for how these lessons will unfold in the classroom of human embodiment. Unfinished agreements from past lives often come into play as well, so souls have the opportunity to complete the events they wanted to experience in human form, but were previously unable to do so. Free will is a major factor in how these soul contracts play out. The decisions you make about your current life while you are in spirit form are not fixed or resolute. There are always options. One of the universal reasons souls incarnate is to experience their God self made manifest, to be creators and embody their divinity. But life as a human on planet Earth is not easy. And many times the mind body is unable to manifest and enact some of the possibilities proposed for that lifetime. The psyche can become so entrenched in the illusion of separation from source that the person becomes discouraged, embittered, lost, resigned, and estranged from their soul purpose. In this case, spiritual development is paused and agreements with other souls are suspended. Intended or unintended, all experience in human form are not futile or wasted. It's time for you to investigate the deeper significance of the relationships involved in your current predicament. There's definitely a soul contract at work, and likely one that has held over from previous incarnation. You are not responsible for other people's emotions, problems, or decisions. The other person might have chosen to play a difficult and challenging role so that you could find your courage, say no, draw a boundary, or speak your truth. This is a good sign. At some level, conscious or unconscious, you are seeking resolution and completion of this particular contract. That means that you're ready, even if you don't feel ready. Okay, so was that for you or was this for me? It's all the same. So that's your soul contract message for this morning. Um, do I have any problems with this, what this said? I could have a whole discussion with you about soul contracts and um, soulmates and twin flames and all of that. In fact, maybe I'll make a few TikToks about that because I don't really want to talk about it this morning. I want to get to the card pulls, but I think it's a good time to have some chats about it. So look for that coming down the pike. Um, all right. So I also want to say that I made a decision um, to not put any mascara or do any eye makeup. So I'm glad that I had the foresight about that. So, all right, we're going to start sensory card pulls. May the odds be ever in your favor. The three things we're picking this morning, we're going to do makeup. And even if you don't wear makeup, I don't care. Just tap in and choose the one that feels most aligned with you this morning. Okay. So I'm going to give you three different types of makeup. And I want you to hear the word, maybe say it out loud, feel into the vibration of the thing I'm talking about, and then choose which one you gravitate most towards. drop it in the comments, and I'm going to be shuffling. Let me smudge these two. You see how my smudge is just like going nonstop this morning? It's not going out. Lipstick, highlighter, concealer. Lipstick, highlighter, concealer. Which one are you feeling this morning? Lipstick, highlighter, and concealer. And again, it doesn't matter if you're a dude, it doesn't matter if you don't wear makeup. You just pick the one. Pick the one that you're feeling. Lipstick, highlighter, concealer. Oof, I just got hungry. Catherine. Oh. And make sure you listen to all of the makeups this morning, because you never know. You never know which one is going to like have something for you. It's lipstick, highlighter, or concealer. Damn it. Nicole says lipstick lesbian. What is that? Is that what I am? Am I a lipstick lesbian? There you go. Highlighter, I don't even own any. That's the game we're playing this morning. I'm saying basically 3 things. You're tuning into the vibration of the word, so don't worry if you don't wear makeup. It like literally doesn't matter. And Nicole says yes, that I am a lipstick lesbian. Thank you. I think. Thank you for that. I'm not big on lipstick, but when I do decide to wear it, I do enjoy how it shifts my mood. But it gets everywhere because I'm always kissing some dog, you know what I mean? I'm always kissing an animal or like drinking coffee or whatever. It just gets everywhere. So, all right. Again, if you're just joining us, we're about to start sensory card pulls. I'm picking controversial items this morning. Makeup. We're going with, oh my God, highlighter, concealer, or lipstick. Which one are you feeling this morning? And again, I don't care if you don't wear makeup. You're just tuning into the frequency of these 3 choices. Drop it in the comments, and I'm about to pull. Do you remember? I started with lipstick, right? It was lipstick, highlighter, concealer. Lipstick, highlighter, concealer. Okay. Tiffany says, I own no less than 5 shades of red lipstick, and I absolutely believe that. Kate says, you have more style than a lipstick lesbian. Well, you know what? Labels are problematic anyway, but I think, I mean, it sounds kind of good to me for today. That's how I feel today. All right. So, lipstick. Lipstick. If you chose lipstick, your story's about to pop. All right. Okay. I'm pulling from this deck. This is the what's this deck called? Oh my God. Wisdom of Avalon. It's the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Only had it for like 6 years. So, okay. All right. If you chose lipstick, are you ready for your story? I'm ready to tell you what it is. It's the wealth card. It's the forgiveness card. It's the mystery. Oh my God. Okay. Obviously, I chose lipstick today. Ah. Okay. So, lipstick people and anybody for whom this resonates, because you can always take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't worry about it. Wealth, forgiveness, and mystery. If you're keeping track of numbers, wealth is number 34, forgiveness is number 49, and the mystery is 52. Okay? So, let's first talk about forgiveness. It's been a hot second since we did this, right? Forgiveness is cutting a cord. All right? If you think about an event that happened, that somebody did something to you that affected you in some negative way, and you've been holding on to a need to either have that person, do something that evens it out, to grovel, or something, or to get back at them, to have revenge, to have them learn a lesson, whatever it is. That event, whenever it took place, you have a cord connecting you to that event. And you'll know if that cord is alive and well because you won't be able to let go of it. And it's something you think about fairly frequently because you're corded to it. When you forgive, there is a little bit of a ego trip that happens with forgiveness because people said, forgive and forget. You need to release it. Forgive, forgive, forgive. But forgiveness does not take the other person off the hook for bad behavior. It takes you off the hook for continually being connected to that bad behavior. It's not actually your job to teach anybody else their lessons. You can't. And when you step into that space of feeling like, I'm doing XYZ to teach you a lesson, you need to check yourself because that means you are not in sovereignty and you're not allowing others to be in sovereignty. To forgive someone for a situation, for something that's happened, whatever it is to release yourself from having to have that energy continually in your field, dragging you down. And not only dragging you down, dragging you into a past moment, which is where you can't do any magic at all. Okay. So, lipstick people, you're being asked to forgive, which means to release. Okay. And also to release responsibility for other people learning their lessons, because again, it's not your job. Okay. That's your forgiveness. Now, forgiveness creates space because, again, you're disconnecting yourself from an old energy. So it's creating space for wealth and for new adventures. Okay. The wealth card is really important for you right now, right? Because you might have a very specific idea of what it means to be wealthy. Everyone has their own specific idea. I'm not here to tell you that your idea is wrong at all. I'm here to give you a perspective shift should you need it. And wealth as a perspective shift is really helpful sometimes. It's not about money. Physical money, like currency, is literally just the physical manifestation of energy, right? So wanting to manifest more money necessarily isn't really it. It's not what it is. Money doesn't make you happy. It doesn't give you wealth. It's energy. And so if you understand what you want more of is energy, you understand that to have wealth, you need to free up your bandwidth. Okay? You need to free up your bandwidth. Chances are your energy is being siphoned off in a million different directions that you're not consciously aware of. So, what's draining you? Because if you're constantly being energetically drained, you can't expect to pull in the currency of wealth into your life because you don't have the bandwidth for it. You don't have any space. Okay. And we create space through that forgiveness. This is for you. You also have the mystery. And I don't know if you can see, but this card is a little bit broken up. And the reason for that is because I used to get this card all the time when I first got this deck. And one time I got it one too many times and I got really, really angry and I crumpled it up. This was a few years ago. And then I was like, oh no, like that was terrible. So I put it between two pieces of a hanky and I ironed it. So it's back, but it's a little worse for wear, but it's still fine. This is asking you to trust the process. This is asking you to trust the process. You don't have all the answers, and there's a reason for it. If you had all the answers about how everything was going to go, I promise you 100% you would fuck this up because you would say, no, that doesn't seem like what I want. So let's go ahead and veto this, or let me micromanage the universe. You know how we do. And you don't need to do that. You trust the mystery, trust what's set in motion, trust yourself, and stop poking your cake. So that is your lipstick message for this morning. Our next one is highlighter. Oh, Not doing a good job on this water. Mhm. Jacinda, have you never heard me say that before? I feel like there was a period of time where I was always saying, like, don't micromanage the universe. All right, highlighter. Ooh, Mary Ann just became a top 1 viewer. I don't know what that means, but it sounds exciting. Thanks. Thank you. Nicole says, I used to be such a cake poker. Not recently. I love that. Nobody likes being poked. Okay. Oh my God, Janelle says she's been poking her cake all week. I'm not doing that great because I'm like, we're closing in on finish line here. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Are you ready? Highlighter people? I'm not going to describe this one again. Do we all agree that we understand what the forgiveness card means? Do you understand? Did you get it? Because it's back. So this is highlighter. Look who else is here. It's the frog. It's the frog, and it's the spider. The frog and the spider. Okay, so we've got forgiveness. And the frog and the spider. Again, if you're doing numbers, the spider is 15 and the frog is 14. So actually, we should do frog and the spider like that. And it's these are consecutive. Okay. If you are a person who chose both lipstick and highlighter, I just want to say this. Pay attention to this because you're getting the message like really smacking in your face. Like this is urgent, 911, pay attention. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about the forgiveness. So, frog and the spider. The frog is all about cleaning your house emotionally and physically, getting rid of all of the things whose vibration no longer aligns with your current vibration inside of yourself and outside of yourself, as above, so below. So if you're getting the frog, it is a validation or affirmation for you. Yes, clear out the closet. Get rid of things that are not necessary for you right now. Okay. And I've been working with my friend Rose from Freed Space, and something that she says is as you're moving items out of your house, you have to ask yourself, do I want this to come on my next journey with me? Do I want to bring this where I'm going? This applies to people and things. So that's your frog. Then we have the spider. And the spider is all about weaving your web. We've gotten the spider so many times, but I'm going to tell you the story of the spider again. A spider is made to create webs. A spider creates its beautiful web, weaves its web in order to catch what it wants. Does it always catch exactly what it wants? No, it does not. Sometimes a human walks right through its web and destroys all of the work it's done. And maybe even some of the things caught in it. Does the spider then get up and say, well, I suck at making webs, so I'm never going to make a web again? Of course not. The spider was built to make webs. So the spider just continues making its webs because it knows that that's what it was made to do. And that's what you were made to do. You were made to weave your magical webs and to not think you're not good at them just because the first web that you've created or the second web that you've created or the 11th one that you've created doesn't catch what you wanted. Okay? It's all right. Keep weaving your web. Don't stop. That is your highlighter message for today. Don't stop believing. All right. Last up is concealer. Whew. And if you're just joining and you missed, the first 3 quarters of this transmission, you can always find the replays on my IGTV on Instagram, on my YouTube channel. Those two places will have the replays for you. Oh, thank you, April. That's very helpful. Thank you. Let me really try to do this. My God. I really don't like doing that. All right. Last one is the concealer. If I don't burp up my water. Yeah, April. Ready. Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay, this is a vibe. So this is for your concealer message. And again, take whatever you want. We have some big energy here, my friends. Check out this pair. Is it the High Priestess and the fucking Lady of the Lake? Why, yes, it is. Together. Right here in your face. Number 3 and number 8. Have you heard me talk about numbers before? I'm going to tell you about numbers really quick. No, it's number 2. Number 2 and number 8. I'm not going to talk about numbers. I thought it was different. Okay. But anyway, High Priestess, Lady of the Lake. You're not going to get real adults get real jobs. Okay, cool. Anyway, you're not going to get a more powerful feminine energy duo than the High Priestess and the Lady of the Lake. So let's talk about this. Hold on, I gotta block this guy because he's ruining the vibe on here. How do I do that? Why is that difficult for me? Manage, block, confirm. Okay. The High Priestess is asking you to really tap in to your discernment. Discernment is kind of the name of the game right now. Really the name of the game. And discernment isn't judgment. Discernment is observing something, tapping into self, and understanding what is best for you. The more that you're able to tap into your heart center and run everything through your body, the easier it's going to be for you to practice discernment in your own life. And again, I'm going to say it again, discernment is not judgment because we're not here to judge anybody. But discernment is going to create space in your life for new energy and for true alignment and inner peace. The High Priestess is also asking you to remember that as you move into this place of discernment, there is a responsibility that comes with your increased connection intuitively, with the ability to tap into energy. There is a responsibility here, and that means you have to use discernment about what energy you're pulling in and whether it is of a higher vibration, is it for your best and highest good? Is this message authentic? For example, you guys are tuning into me right now, right? I'm on the internet, I'm pulling cards, I do live channeling, I'm here for spiritual support and guidance for you. You have to always listen to what I'm saying and ask yourself, does it make sense to you? Does it feel in alignment with you? That's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not for everyone. My interpretation of the current energies, not for everyone, and it doesn't have to be. I don't have to be accepted as gospel by everybody in order to feel validated in the way that I'm receiving information, because I run everything through my heart center and my own discernment. And I know that when I open my mouth and I speak to you, I am being authentic and aligned with myself. I check myself constantly. That is what you need to do as well. If this is aligned with you, it's aligned with you. If it's not, that's okay. You don't need to shut anyone else down in order to be right. Do you know what I'm saying? So always practice discernment. Nobody knows your life better than you. Nobody. And nobody has your experience, because you are unique in the way that you process information and view the world. So while you can get support and guidance, no one else knows the answer but you. Okay? Then you have the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake is a gatekeeper. Okay? And she comes through with a lot of different messages, but the message today is this is a gatekeeper. Not everybody gets to visit the island of Avalon. It is completely obscured by thick mists and is not visible to basically the lands of man. In order to visit Avalon, you have to be accepted, and the Lady of the Lake has to part the mists for you. You're the fucking lady of your own lake now. Not everybody gets to see you or visit your island. And that is important. Okay? And then you have the bee. And this is just a boop on the nose to remind you that you're amazing, you're doing great, and your luck is happening. You have lucky energy all around you. What does lucky energy mean? It's Jupiter energy. It's Sagittarius energy. It's expansive, it's catching the ride, and it's going. It's releasing the fear and embracing what is being given to you. Okay? So that's your concealer message for this morning. And that is a wrap. I love you. Happy new moon in Aries. Stay in your heart center. Drink your water. Almost. Drink your water. And again, if you missed the live channeling, it was a whopper last night. I highly recommend you go check it out. If you're not a member of any of the things, you can join live channeling as a membership and you'll get immediate access to all of the channelings. You can join us for coffee and coaching, which meets once a week, Wednesday morning, and it's a smaller group. We do it in a Zoom and you can actually talk to me and ask questions. There's a lot of different ways to connect with me. I am enrolling now for the intensive 8-week workshop, Return to Ritual. You can find information for all of these things on my website, sarahmala.com. If you're finding me on TikTok, maybe come follow me on Instagram so you can see my stuff easier. But either way, it's been a pleasure to connect with you this morning. Sending you lots and lots of love, and I will see you back here on Monday. Mwah. Goodbye, friends.